All right. First off, I want to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Kolo Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Ka Kodash. Never honest posture, elders, great millstone, holy teach well, peace, salutation to all your occupants in the four corners of the earth, for your aqua for listening and learning. A peace salutation to you all. With that, hey, I'm Yaqua from YSO, Yahweh Shai Sanctified Ones. Coming to you with this quick video. I was just looking up uh watch. I just got to watching the Canadian Prepper, and upon me watching it, Slocky almost video froze. But upon me watching it, I was looking and I'm seeing uh everything that's being reported on. I was looking on different other uh preppers and end time doomsday uh guys or whatever you want to call them. But something that ring home, they all are scared about 2024, right? 2024, and that's the last one here. Breaking news, all hell is about to break loose. 2024 will get crazy, scary crazy, right? Because 2024 will get crazy. It's going to get, you know, it's going to be scary for a lot of people, right? So it's going to come, it's the time is, because you can see it approaching, right? You see it approaching, but it hasn't really been felt here in Babylon just yet. Babylon hasn't really felt, you know what I mean? Like it hasn't felt what Ukraine has felt. It's not feeling what Gaza's feeling. It's not feeling what the Palestinians in Gaza is feeling. It's not feeling what the Israelis is actually feeling too as well. Because Hezbollah is dropping bombs on their ass, right? Hamas still dropping bombs on. Hezbollah is marching into the northern part of Israel. Okay, they're marching to the northern part of Israel and Gaza. So the world is in turmoil, right? The world is in turmoil, and we don't have time to second guess anything. We don't have time to have half belief or half faith. We don't have time to say I believe, but I want to do it this or that, or I don't know yet. Well, what if it's not the end? Or what if it's well? If you can't see that, then you're lost, right? The Lord send you a lifeboat, right? It's like the little story. It's not in the scripture, but it's a story of man that was on the water and he was drowning. Well, so the Lord sent a little small lifeboat, and then he said, "No, no, no, I'm waiting on the Lord to save me." Come, got a medium sized lifeboat come. He's like, "No, no, 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 still waiting on the Lord to save." They sent a big ass tugboat to save him, and then he perished because he 3 attempts the Lord has given reached out his hand, and the whole time that's your vessel, right? That's your saving, that's your salvation, right? And he denies it, and once he denies it this the final time, and the Lord is like, all right, well, now he's back in the spirit world. And he's like, Lord, well, I thought you was going to save me. Everybody knows, but the point to it is that, but I sent you 3 lifeboats. I sent you 3 boats. What more you want me to do? Because see, your salvation was the boat. How you get saved is that's your saving. That's your boat, right? No, once that's too small. What do you mean it's too small? One's too small. One's not big enough. Well, one's too big. Well, but I don't know. I don't think the Lord gonna come to me in that way. So however your salvation comes the way the Lord gonna come. And if you can't see it, that's something that you have to deal with spiritually, or you just get left behind, right? Or you just have to get left into the missiles, right? Well, the scripture say talk about there was a few that were taken and some were left, right? One man, woman, there's a Luke, I think it's like Luke 17th chapter. Uh one's grinding at the mill, and another one woman's grinding at the mill was taken and the other one was left, right? And they was an apostle asked it like, well, what are they left into? Basically, they left into death and destruction, right? The Lord, that those that are left here are those that deny Yahweh Bashim El Shai, those that denied the lifeboat, right? Whether it's a man, right? If you're a woman, it's a man. Your lifeboat, your life raft is a man, that man. Right? If you're a man, your lifeboat is these scriptures. It's the brotherhood, right? The brothers bringing you into it, right? For the lifeboat for us was the apostles, right? And all the other brothers that we watched to get into to bring us into the truth, mainly with starting with the apostles, right? That's your lifeboat. If we don't hold on to it, right, we get lost. We're done, right? So we can't choose and say, oh well, Apostle Hart too old. I don't know. Apostle Hart got a great beard, or well, Apostle Hart he's not all in shape anymore, or these fools. Oh, Apostle Bar they're all older now, and what what I'm saying? Like we here, man, for the truth. Salvation comes in a way, in a form that it comes. You got to be able to see it when it's there, right? So when you don't see it, well, you die off, and then you crying in the end because you waited too long. It's too late. So when it's too late, you're done. You have no way back. There is no get over. There is no do over. That's it. That's your time. You know, and that's what we don't. And that's what we as Israelites we have to learn. Right? We have no time for second guessing. Right? Because the more you second guess, the second you start second guessing, the second you lost. Right? That's anything in life. If you the time you stutter step, you done already lost. Right? You in a gunfight. You just wait for that 1 second. Maybe he won't shoot, and you the fucking dead. Right? It's the same thing. If you playing any kind of sport, if you the minute you stop, you get ripped. If you're playing basketball, the minute you stop, you get tackled. You playing football. You gotta be focused. You gotta be straightforward. You gotta stay focused on your goal. Stay focused on what you're here for, what you need, what you're getting in. You know, and that's what we're here for. So, but with all that said, right? So I just want to put that up here is that 2024 will get scary, man. 2020, it's already scary if you can't see it, right? It's just because we're just not in those other countries. Because North Korea is talking about popping off the war. They've been talking about popping off the war. China still told China told Biden flat out, I'm going to take Taiwan. He already told Biden he's taking Taiwan. It's just a matter of time, right? It's not a matter that if it's going to happen. No, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. In 2024, it's looking like that's going to be that time. So it could be sometime in this winter. It could be coming into the summer, in the spring, summer, or going into that next fall. But the point is that that time is short. The time for salvation is very short. The time is now. The time is here, right? This is where you get saved. This is where your salvation starts is now. Because that last minute, you're fucked, right? Everybody that waits on that last, oh, when the shit is happening, then it's like, it's like, fuck on the way for here. You had your chance. See, because see the value, and that's something about a man, right? The value in life, when you're the higher the man's value goes, right? And the in the end time, the value of man, right? Man's value is here, right? It's super low now, but it's coming up, right? And as the shit gets worse, the value of men, right, it starts moving up. But then you got the value of the elect men. That value is going to rise high as fuck, right? So once our value starts to jump up, you don't you can't you don't have enough to give to buy in. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't have enough to get in because when your time was to get in, it's when the value was low. But you chose to wait until it was already too high, and you're not worth that. So if you're not worth it at that high ass level, you got to get in where you fit in. So that way your level, your value grows with that man. So as high as his level is, as it grows, yours does as well. See, you keep pace. And that's for women. See, it's just how it works. You get in low, you buy low, right? But you don't sell it, but you get in low and you ride it. You ride it out, right? But the end times is for the time for the Israelite men to stand up and to be as that golden Ophir. Right? I should make a man more precious than fine gold, more precious than the gold of Ophir, the gold of Ophir, right? So when that time of preciousness come in, it's gonna be too late, right? It's already too late. So we don't have time for second guessing in life. So right quick, let me go to the scripture. This is Luke. Let me let me get on. Hold on, slug. Keep forgetting same my other computer. I had to switch computers. This computer don't work, bro. All right, yeah, God. This is Luke 9 and like, all right, right here. This is Luke 9 and about 57. I'm gonna start at 56. Yeah, okay, yeah, about 56. For the Son of Man, no, about 55. But he, no, hold on, Slock. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start at 56. For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And when the Lord come to, he's coming to save the life of the Israelites, right? The elect man, right? His 144,000. The Lord's not coming to save the world. We've been over that many times. There's many, you can find that everywhere, all over the internet, right? But the Lord is coming to save the elect man, the hopeful elect, right? So, and it come to pass that as they went in the way, and it's the men he coming to save. He's not coming to save the women. He's coming to save the men, right? And that's a whole nother thing. It's a very few. It's only 144,000 that the Lord is coming for, and 144,000 will have those that's tagging along with them, right? Whether if it's the children, the women, there will be their tag-alongs. Okay, so they just get on automatically because they're connected, right? It's that connection, right? I'm connected with him. Well, you make it too because why? You connected. It's a connection, right? That's my connect. I'm down with him, so I'm automatically down with Yahushua because I'm down with. I rock with him. Well, okay, cool. Well, Lord said, well, you get to go because you rocked with my servant, because you love my servant, because you took care, you did the things that you were supposed to do towards my servant. So you gonna come too. You get the role too. You know. So, but right here, let me get back to it. This is Luke 9 and 57. And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, now let me jump up. 56. For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went to another village. Okay. And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee where whithersoever thou goest. And Yahushua said unto him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Because the Lord didn't come here for riches, right? He wasn't the TD Jakes, he wasn't the Cleflo Dollars, he wasn't the that faggot dude that just died. What was that faggot name? What was that sissy? What's his fucking name? Carlton Pierce, right? Just died probably about a month ago. You know, come find out he ended up having a wife. He was a pastor for a long time. Jake pastor in Atlanta. I think he was out of Atlanta, North Carolina, Atlanta, one of them. But I think it was Atlanta, Georgia, Carlton Pierce, right? But he was a flaming faggot, you know, flaming faggot, right? But the Lord put him to death, from matter of fact, he had some kind of anal cancer, if I'm not mistaken, right? So anyway, uh, but the Lord didn't have a home. He didn't have, he didn't. The Lord came low, right? So the Lord was traveling around. He was living from place to place. Because he was traveling, going. He was teaching the word. So he didn't come with the extreme riches, right? He came as a low man, right? And and he said unto another follow. It's like, let me go back up. It's 58. And Yahushua said unto him, Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. And he said unto another, because he said he want to follow him, but he's like, and that's going to be a rough life, and that's a rough life, right? Because Yahushua going from place to place is a rough life. It's not, it's not comfortable, right? That's the thing about with women, and that's why that's why the scripture is hard for women. It's because it's not comfortable, right? Being with Yahweh Shema Shai, it takes a man to do it, to do the job, because we live this life is uncomfortable, right? It's not a very comfortable life, right? You're on the edge all the time. You always you never really knowing, but it's faith, right? You got to live by faith. You got to walk by faith. And women minus faith, right? Right. The Lord, and you should go back to Job. I think it's the 42nd chapter. I might be wrong. I'll look it back up. But that's why the Lord said he departed not wisdom unto a woman. Let me just get it. That's why I just was speaking on it. And because I don't really want to talk about women. It's not really my point, right? But almost everything a man do is a woman behind him, right? So it's almost hard sometimes. But uh, uh, uh yeah. Okay, yep, this is it right here. Okay, shit, I was like, this Job 39, not four. I said 40. I think I said 40, 42 or something. Right, but this is Job 39. I had to find it. But this is Job 39 and around about 17. Because you let me go back. Yeah. Just Job 39 and 16. She is hardened against her young ones. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it. All right. I'm going to start at 16. This is Job 39, 16. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Right. When these women these days ain't got no fear. Right. And everything she do, she work hard. It's in vain. It's no purpose to it. Right. When these women, because the woman's job is to work to have the husband of the Israelite man. So if you're a woman, at the end of the day, if you're a woman and you doing anything outside of working to be married to an Israelite man of 144,000, everything you do is in vain. It may seem like you're doing something here in life because why? It's comfortability. Because you're doing everything that's comfort. You want a home, you want a house, you want a car, you want a certain kind of car, you want all these clothes, you want this, you want that, you want to go on vacations, you want to go do all these things. You want the comfort of life, and that's what women are naturally, or that's their natural want, is the comfort, the good, the finer things of life, the wants of life, right? So that's another thing why women are not. The truth really is not for women, right? You tag along, but it's not for them to push the truth forward because they can't walk that walk. They can't step in those shoes, right? Because it's too much for them to bear, right? So because Yahweh have, hold on, back to Job 39 and 16. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, right? Because she don't know the fear. She don't know the fear of the Lord. She don't know that her work in this life is not, it's worthless, right? At the end of the day, it's only worth for what you're doing while you're here, to live, to sleep, to eat, right? That's what it's for. But other than that, that's it. Your salvation is within, your salvation is within a man, and that's the whole other problem. Salvation comes through the man, not the woman. Understand? So because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. So the Lord took away the wisdom, and neither did he give her understanding. So it's not for women to get it. So the walk wasn't for women. The hard road wasn't for the woman because she couldn't understand it. The Lord took that from her. Yahweh Shema Shai took the understanding from her, so she can't walk that hard walk. She can't walk that road. She couldn't understand that Yahweh Shai had no home. She couldn't understand that his walk was hard. That it's a tough walk to be in. Women won't be able to grasp that because it's like, why we have to do all this, or why we got to go all here, or why we got to do this. It's always questioning. you know. So back to the scriptures, right? It's back to Luke. Yep, I'm just start back at 58. This is Luke 9 and 58. And Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. Okay, because the Lord had a tough walk, right? The road was heavy. And and he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahweh said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, teach the kingdom of my father, Yahweh. So at the end of the day, you understand? So the Lord saying, you got to put those things that's in your past. You can't second guess it. When the Lord put that calling on you, don't second guess it. Just go. That's what faith is, right? Faith is going. When it's time to go, it's time to go. We don't have, we don't have time to fuck around, right? So when you see, that's why I put these images up here, because on these images, it's showing that time is not getting greater. Time is not getting better. Things are not, everything is getting worse. Every day there's a new shit coming up. Every day there's a new threat. Every day there's every day that you look up, there's more shit to worry about. Nothing is getting better, right? So it's not, so we don't have time for second guessing, right? So when the Lord speaks, we move. And that's what it is when you're a man of the Lord. See, because when I'm in my house, no. When we speak, hey, I speak, we gonna roll. We ready, we prepared. Life gonna be hard, life can be rough. But when the Lord speak and they roll, when we see the Lord speaking and the Lord is speaking heavy, and when he starts and when the chaos ensues, hey, we gotta roll. We don't have time. Ain't no second guessing. Ain't no second talking. Ain't no asking why. Don't ask me no questions. Don't say shit. Just walk. Just run. Just move. Whatever we're doing, right? Just follow, right? Just like the Lord said, hey, follow me, right? So back to the scriptures, Luke 9:60, Yahweh said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go, because who's the dead? Let the dead bury their dead. Why did he say that? Let the dead bury their dead. Let the world worry about the world. Because at the end of the day, yes, he's your father. I understand that you love him, but he was of the world. He's not of me. So at the end of the day, who is my mother? Who is my father? Who is my brother? Those that do the will of my father, right? So let the dead, who's the dead? The world, the people in the world, right? Let them bury him. They'll bury him. His wife will bury him. Your other brothers that's dead, they'll bury him. Your sisters, they'll bury him, right? So let the dead bury the dead. But you're the living, because you were the living if you're Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? So, but go and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. But those that are at home at his house, they're the dead. See, unless they're automatically connected to him and they get that saving. See, so even if they're at home, and that's if you save your family, you save your family by connecting to the man of the Lord. You save I save my family not by, me physically being able to, I save them by my connection that I connected to the apostles of Great Millstone, that connection that was connected to watch into and to bring me out of that dead state. Hey, brother, this is that, putting out these scriptures and putting out the videos so we can understand and we can read. That was the connection that we have. That was our lifeline to get back to Yahweh Shai. And in return, getting to Yahweh Shai, automatically we plugged into Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. We automatically plugged into Yahweh Shai once we plugged into the apostles and elders. And that's what we're here to do. See, we all have to be connected to somebody else to get to where we need to be, right? So, and another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai. So if we putting our hand on the plow, right? This is the plow. This is the scriptures. This is the work. If we doing the work, our job is to be focused on the work. Right? Our job is to make sure that we're doing to the best of our abilities. We're pushing out the scriptures. We push, and if everybody is on one accord and you're working towards that, we're working towards the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai. You're fit for the kingdom because you're not looking back. You're not saying, well, I need to go do this first, or I don't know, or I'm second guessing. All right, Lord, well, while you second guessing, your ass is dead. See, that's your death. You automatically die right there because now you don't already second guessed it. You're done because you're not fit. Because a man that's fit for the kingdom, he drops his shit and he goes. Right? When the disciples came, when Yahweh Shai came and he called the disciples, they dropped their shit and they left. They was on a boat, they was fishing. They dropped and left. We talked about that camp a little bit, but John the Baptist told, I think it was John and James, might be having me wrong, but hey, look, go follow Yahweh Shah. They dropped their shit and they went. They didn't argue. They didn't ask why. They didn't, the disciples didn't. They didn't go. They went on and they did their job. They did because they knew. Because why? They had the faith. Because the Lord's call was that strong. You know. So right quick, let me go here. I'm gonna go here. Let me get this in my sword. This over here. Y'all will know. Let me get this scripture. This is this is the story of Elijah and Elisha. Okay. This is the story, right quick story about Elijah. I'm gonna get to the point because it's pretty long, but this is about Elijah and Elisha. Okay, okay, this is Elijah when Elijah first called, when Yahweh Shemel Shah called Elisha, right, through Elijah, right? When you get called, you answer that, you heed that call. Okay, so and it's different for men and women, right? We heed the call through Yahweh Shemel Shah, through the apostles, and we pick up and we push on, and the Spirit sups with us, and we are one in the accord, right? Your family heeds the call, or your woman heed the call, right? When they see you doing what you're doing, they connect unto you. They grab on to you, right? They hold on to you, and that's the way that they connect into the Lord, right? And they believe in what you believe, right? They do the will. Women submit themselves to their man needs and to the wants, just as the scriptures say. And that's heeding the calling. How about you now, Shah? Because no matter what, you're gonna lead me the right way. No matter what it is, that's my faith, is that with you, I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be good. And that's all that matters, right? It's salvation. Nothing else matters. Okay. So right here, this is 1 Kings 19 and 19. So he departed thence and found Elisha, the son of Sapphira, who was plowing, right? There we go, workmen, right? Plowing, right? Doing work. So when the Lord come, we want the Lord to find us like he found Elisha, right? He want to find us like he found the man plowing, working, right? So when the Lord come back, he find us men, the elect men, the hopefully elect men. What we gonna be doing? We're gonna be plowing. He gonna look back and say, "Oh, y'all did these videos, that videos. Y'all was on the highways and byways consistently. Y'all was out there. You might have been like say, let's say YSO, for example. YSO has been about on the highways and byways now. YSO has been on highways and byways about 5 years or so now, maybe almost 6, right? But you will find so when the Lord come back, for 6 years we was on highways and byways. 4 years before that, we was plowing, we was learning, we was getting ready to get on the highways and byways. We was getting ourselves, we was in training to get ready to get on the streets. See what I'm saying? So once you get into this light, now you're ready. So you want to be caught doing the work. You want to be caught doing the job of Yahweh Shemal Shah. So he departed thence and found Elisha, the son of Sapphira, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him, and he with the 12th, and Elijah passed by him and cast his mantle upon him. So he had on his mantle, right? And he took it in as he walked past him, he claimed him. That was, hey, you're the one, you know, you're the one that Yahweh want me to get. You're the one that I'm here for, right? And Elijah passed by him and cast his mantle upon him. And he left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, "Let me, I pray thee, kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow thee." And he said unto him, "Go back again, for what have I done to thee?" Right? So at the end of the day, that's, you got to go back. For what I've done, you was called out. You know what I mean? You were called into this truth. I pulled you in. You don't have time. We don't got time for that. You got time to do this work, right? And he left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, let me, I pray thee, kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow thee. And he said unto him, go back again, for what have I done to thee? So he probably like, go on, on. Bye. You know, I ain't got time. And he returned back from him and took a yoke of oxen and slew them and boiled their flesh, right? With the instruments of the oxen and gave unto the people, and they did eat. Okay, so he went back and killed off his oxen, right? He went back, killed his oxen off, cooked them up, and gave to the people. So he didn't waste the oxen. Okay, and gave to the people to eat. Then he arose and went after Elijah and ministered unto him. See, he served Elijah. He went to serve under the Lord. Did he turn to go back to his family? Did he turn to go back to his mother? Did he go back and kiss his mother? Did he go back and kiss his father? No, he just went back, killed the oxen off, cooked them up, took care of the people, right? Took the people that was around him, cooked it up for him, fed them, made sure everybody could eat, because that's being a man of the Lord. You're gonna feed your people. You feed them, and then he turned off and he left. That was it. And he went running after the Lord. Yahweh Shemal Shai. He tightened up his shit and got ghosts. Okay. So that's just one example, right? That's Elijah and Elisha. Okay. Then let me go here. And see, in this time that we in, this is it. You know, this is that end. So we don't have time, you know, and then had Elisha been in this, which Elisha I'm pretty sure is back here in this time, Elisha would just pick up and go, because at the end of the day, that's what time we are in now, right? It's that pick up and go time. You know, we don't have that time to run back and make sure we tighten up everything and then get with the business of the Lord, you know. But right here, this is hold on, slide. Got time for no second guessing. You know, we either in this thing or we not. You know, we either believe or we don't. All right, yep. Give me a second. Sure. All right, yeah. This is Slocky. This is oh yeah, come. That's what I want. Philippians. Okay. This is Philippians chapter 3. Right? All right, there you go. This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay, so we got to press forward, right? We don't have time for going back, for looking back. We ain't got time to be his Lot's wife. Oh man, I'm gonna get that too. We ain't got time to be like Lot's wife. See what I'm saying? We don't have time for the looking back. We don't have time for the second guessing. We don't have time for the saying, hey, can I get this together? Because at that time, Elijah had time. Elisha had time, but he went and followed the Lord. Well, we don't have that time. This is not that time where we can look back and we can turn back, right? So back to the scriptures. I press forward toward the mark. And what's the mark? Is Yahweh Shemal Shah. How do we get to that mark? By the scriptures, right? Through the faith, right? I press toward that mark for the prize of the high calling, right? See, this is, and that's another thing. Like, oh, well, when we gonna get our prize? We got our prize, man. And that's what we don't understand as being a hopeful elect. Your prize is that we got the knowledge of Yahweh Shemal Shah. That's the first prize, and the most greatest prize we get is the salvation. But the first prize that we get is that the Lord gives us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to understand these scriptures. He puts the prizes, the Lord puts it, he gives, we're called. You're called. If you're called, many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. When you're called in and the Lord chose you, that's the prize. The Lord gave you the understanding of the scriptures. That's the prize. That's your first prize you get. That you can break it down, you can retain it, that you can get it, that you can get into it, and you can reverb it. That's your very first prize that you get from Yahweh Shema Shah, is your calling. Your calling is your first prize you get, you know, and it, amongst so much more we gonna get. We just getting started. Ain't even really started. He just getting us going, you know. Okay, so I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Right? Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Yahweh shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same things. See, minding the same things, walking by the same rules is by Yahweh Shemal Shah, keeping the doctrine sound, keeping the doctrine full, right? Keeping it plain upon tables, keeping the scriptures pure. See, when you press toward that mark, that's what you're doing, right? You're pressing toward the goal. You're heeding that high call, and that high call is the scriptures. Is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, and we don't look behind. We're not looking back. We're not second guessing. We have faith, and we pressing. We have faith. We're pressing towards that mark. See, so for the man, it's a tough road. It's a hard road. But for the woman, she's following blindly, but she's just following. She's, as long as I'm holding on to you, I know I'm good. If I'm holding on to you, I'm good. So I'm gonna ride your coattail to get to where we gotta go, and that's the job. That's the job. See, that's the focus for the man is also as for the woman, right? To heed that call, you know. All right. So right quick, I'm gonna just go to let me get Genesis right quick because I want to get let me get this story right quick about what Lot's wife and about not looking back, because it's what a lot of people do. Everybody's looking back at their life and what they're gonna have or what they had or what they could have, or if I could just choose this, or if I could just, but that's not the way this thing work. We gotta press on with what the Lord gives us, right? Because and then you gotta understand it. What you got is precious, right? Because see, any man that is of the 144,000, the hopeful elect, is far exceeds anything on this earth. Nobody, and at the end of the day, there's not. And to be honest, to be real, right? There's not a woman on this earth that's uh worth that amount to be with a man of the Lord, to be with an elect man, right? As we're not worthy to be with Yahweh Shai. We're not worthy as we are filth. We're not even worthy. I mean, it's the fact that the Lord is saving us, that the Lord give us the repentance. We're not even worth it. But to Yahweh Shemashah we are. See, he's so vast and so great. It's like, yo, what do we do to deserve this? You know what I mean? What do we do to deserve this greatness that we're going to get? You know, to deserve to become a tribe of Judah, to be of the hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? Like who the fuck am I to like, what the hell? I don't deserve this. I was a wicked nigga. You know, man. Well, you know, you go through hell, you go through the hard shit of it, but it's still like, man. But you know, the treasure is on the other side. It's like, man, do I really even deserve that? You know what I'm saying? So how much more I don't feel deserving of the Lord, but women, their problem is they feel like they deserve more than what they think they can get, and that goes for everybody in the world. But you don't deserve that, and that's the truth. You know. So when I see y'all Bashim Al Shah, that's shit. I'm humbled, right? That's humbling because the Lord can just destroy everything and remake everything if He feel like it. It's His Lord. It's His world. He don't have to save us. He don't have to He don't have to do it. He doesn't have to. He don't. There's no point for him really to have to. But he just wants. That's his. It's his choice. It's what he wants to do, you know? So, it's, you got to be able to see it. But right here, this is, let me go here. This is Genesis. I'm gonna start kind of high up. This is Genesis. Yeah, that's it. That's the truth. This is Genesis chapter 19. Yeah, this is Genesis chapter 19. I'm gonna start at 13. Okay. Uh, at 13. For we will. Well, let me see. Let me start up. All right. Well, let me just brief it. This is the angels already came to Lot and told him he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. They was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. I don't want to make it too long. So I'm just start here. This is the angel speaking to Lot. For we will destroy this place because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord Yahweh. And that same thing is happening now, today, right? And we are those angels today. We're pushing forth the cry, the sound that the Lord is destroying this shit. We don't have time to look back. You don't got time to second guess. The Lord is about to destroy. This earth is about to come to an end, right? The people of the earth is about to come to an end, right? Yahweh Bashim Shai is about to step foot back upon this earth, and when the Lord comes, it's going to be devastating, right? And it starts with the missiles. It starts with the chaos. It starts with all the turmoil and tribulations, right? For we will destroy this place because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai have sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. So they look at him like, man, this dude tripping, right? See, they not seeing it. They not heeding the call. Why? Because they're dead. See, and Lot didn't understand that. They were already dead. See, they were the dry bones. They was already dead. There was nothing. There was no life in them. See, they weren't chosen, right? They represent the world. They represent the 2/3 of Israel, the 2/3 of Yashala, right? And the rest of the world. And when the morning arose, then the angel hastened, Lot saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of this city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the head of his and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his 2 daughters. The Lord being merciful, see, so Lot tried to, sit around, bullshit around, maybe try to go save some other people, right? Because he in his head, he's like, damn, man, right? So read that again. And what in verse 16, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his 2 daughters. And the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. All right. All right, so hold on. All right, Slocky right quick. All right, but what you mean? All right, oh damn, Slocky, what was I at? Yeah, 17. And it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, Escape for thy life. So the angels took hold of them, right? The angels took hold of Lot and his wife and his daughters and took hold of them and told him to escape.
That wasn't no soft grab.
Yeah, yeah, you know it wasn't no soft
What
grab.
was that?
Snatch their ass up.
Wasn't no self. That's no soft speech.
Right.
Fuck that.
Right. It's time to go. Yeah. Snatch him up.
That was some serious shit.
Because it was a serious time. Right. Okay. So back here, I'm gonna start back at 16. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife. And that's nothing to you. Angels are not little green aliens. They were looked at as men because they look just like men, right? They came in the same countenance as a man does. So that's why I said a man. It didn't say little green things grabbed hold, right? A man grabbed hold, right? Okay. So upon his hand and upon his wife's hand and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord began being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. So he took him outside of the city. And it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. Right? And see, and that's what's coming now today. And that's what the Lord is saying. Is escape unless thou beest consumed. And which the escape is a man of the Lord. Right? The man, the script for a woman is the man of the Lord. For us, it's the apostles and Yahweh Bashim Shai. The love of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the scriptures, getting into the scriptures, right? That's the way for us to escape. So we took hold, and us getting into the scriptures, we take hold of their hands, and the Lord is leading us through and guiding us through them, through the scriptures, through the Spirit, and we being led to safety, right? So our safety and salvation comes through Yahweh Shai. But it took other men to bring us into that safety. See, so we wouldn't have understood and knew this truth if it was not for other men. Because the Lord didn't just come down to us and say, "Hey, look, y'all gonna be wise." So and this is what I'm. No, we had to learn it through other men, and we learned to take hold of Yahweh Shai through other men. So everybody is connected. Those that's other 144,000, we connect ourselves to the Lord, and we take hold, and we have faith, and we believe, and we gonna wait, and we gonna hold on the Lord. So when the Lord pull us through, we will go right through, right? If we are of the elect. But that's the faith that we have. That's the belief that we have, right? Okay. And it came to pass when they had brought them. Well, I read that. Slocky. Let me go down to 18. So it says, escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It is not a little one, and my soul shall live. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning things, concerning this thing, also that I will not overthrow the city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoror. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoror. Then the Lord raised upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. See? So the Lord the Lord burnt it up, put the fire and brimstone, right, down on Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the cities that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked, but his wife looked back from behind him. Oh, I'm sorry, Slocky. Wait, let me get. Yeah, yeah, no, that's right. Okay. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. See, so when you looking back, you taking that second chance. You taking that chance, you're dead. So we don't have time to look back. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to sit around. We don't have time to figure another way. We have time to get moving on put to the things of the Lord. We don't have time to sit here and question if the apostles this is the we gotta go through with the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, we see the truth, we know the truth. When you see it, you know it. We done been around, we done watched all the other groups. We done watched we done been through, we done talked about it. We done watched everybody else. So it's like, man, that ain't right. That just don't feel it just wasn't working. So, but when we got to the apostles, it's like, oh yeah, that's it. That's where it's at. So now we rolling. So now we in it. Now we keep rolling. We stay forward. We keeping our hand on the plow. We plowing the field. We looking forward. We're not looking back. We're not questioning what the Lord do when he does it. Right? We just rolling with it. And that's what we have to learn to do. There's other scriptures we can get. I don't want to make this lesson too long. You keep reading down. It goes more to how the Lord finished us destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. I'll just read a little bit more. 26, 27. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked to, and Abraham was the reason why Lot was saved. You go back to Abraham prayed for Lot's life, right? He stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land. The smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass when Yahweh destroyed the cities, Yahweh Shemashah destroyed the cities of the plain, that Yahweh remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in the which Lot dwelt. See, and Lot went up out of Zor and dwelt in the mountain. So the Lord gave him, okay, you want to go to Zor? He gave him, he said, but I'm destroying all this shit. So he Lord said, you got to get out of here too. So he said to my just get up into the mountains, like I told you in the first place. He got on up into the mountains, and that was it. Because he eventually he went to the mountains but and that time he questioned, oh well, Lord, but can I just go? We don't have time. Can I just because that time is over. It's time for us to get to where we originally went. The Lord said, look, go into the mountains. Lot said, well, can I go to Zor? So he went into Zor. And then the Lord still said, well, look, you're gonna go to the mountains. And he sent him to the mountains because he was destroying Zor as well. So you get so the point to it is that the Lord originally wants you to do, he wants you to do. When when that calling come, take that calling and just go with it. Go right along with it, right? Just roll, because everything gonna be all right. So with that said, hey, I'm Jay Quad from Wild. So how should I say if I want? So this is edifying to someone, and Shalom and the Bible Ball.